If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the Filthy Capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in a Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Our merch indeed, it shall lead them.
To buy our merch.
Yes, dear
All right.
listener. Yes, dear
Aesop
listener.
is
Yes,
next.
dear listener.
Aesop is next. Jazz Hands.
Jazz Hands is the name of the song
This
by
is
the
for the
big
big homie Negative Vibes. Who,
Yes. He was.
I believe he said if you're a pop fan, this is for you.
He was a lightning round winner. He's a lightning round winner. So there we go. All right, here we go, guys. This is Aesop Rocky or Aesop Rock Jazz Hands. Before I do that, though, I want to get these lyrics out here because this is a rap song, and you know how your boy is with the rap song, with the hip hop. Hopefully, you can just keep it. Speaking of rap, by the way, your brother has a video that I will be shooting tonight, actually, and the patrons will get the honors of hearing the song and watching the video. I did a raw copy of the freestyle itself. It's on Patreon, but we're gonna add the video, and I think it's gonna be pretty fun. So that's coming down the pike really soon. Okay, guys, here we go. This is Aesop Rock. I don't know if it's Aesop Rocky or Aesop Rock. I don't know if that's the same one, but I've been out of the hip hop loop for quite some time.
Oh yeah, I think it is Aesop Rock.
Is it?
I think so.
All right. Which was it? This one? Nope. Was it that one? Talk to the people.
Different guy from Aesop Rocky Negative Vibe says.
Oh, okay.
So, okay. Well, here we go.
Here we go.
You're
What?
pulling up the lyrics?
Yeah, I'm just redoing the lyrics again because.
Okay.
All right. Now we're good to go. Different guy from Aesop Rocky. I bet. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Aesop Rock.
No. Just Aesop. Jazz Hands.
Aesop. What? What's the guy's name? Jazz Hands. That's not Aesop Rock?
I thought he just said it doesn't have rock.
No, Aesop Rocky is a different guy.
Okay, I have no idea.
Or maybe it's just Aesop. I don't know. All right. Here we go. Here's a song. Jazz Hands, let's do it.
Yeah. Aesop Rock. Aesop Rock.
Love note to the whole fuck show. Postmarked from a lighthouse in a blunt smoke. Dear motherfuckers, I'm teetering if you must know. Wolf at the door like a bug to the fructose. Niece on the phone saying Ian, you should visit more. We could build forts, what a pig's court civil war. Miss you more. See you on the far side. Scuffed shoes, couple new scars in the archive. I'm not here to pull scarves out, here to pick tumblers underwater with his arms bound. From in chains to the heart of where art thou? I'm out there down the throat, grapnel at a guard tower. Down a spray piss on a cop car. It's It's rage in the form of Renaissance art. Can't treat it like a job at the stockyard and feign shock when they turn a block to a pockmark. Stock parts knocking on Mach 1 at Camp Low. Amped up, eyes glowing unknown Pantones. Drive till it feels like a Van Gogh. Lest I cheat me some antelope. Partly cloudy, palpable panic in the troposphere. Wake a giant poker bear. We don't do smoke and mirrors. We do a med kit and spare clothes. Leave a motherfucker nowhere close. New superpower that I picked up in a frenzy. I could draw a roof on fire from memory. Each and every sketch another bloodletting. In the wake of escalation and excessive rubbernecking. The champ can't look away, drink it in. Strobe light, smoke, no lifeguard, sink or swim. Ring around the king of pain, bring a acetaminophen. You either see the vision or dinner with demolition men. Boom, flame to the fuse to the barrel. I step into the room, split an arrow with an arrow. The first trick shot is just to show him that I dabble. I will not be aiming for the apple. Lately I treat every interaction as a living wake. Thanking people close to me before the photo pixelate. New day, folk down to play the game different. Changed and going from being chased to playing chicken. Get your whole roadmap Pac-Man. Black mask, snack on whatever's in the dash cam. It's not an ad, hashtag, or a tap dance. Patsy, the revolution will not have jazz hands. I know you're really gonna matter to the heart and mind. That shit that make you park the car and scream into the dark at night. Some days I wanna build a rocket to the Carmen line. 10, 9, 8, keep your head and arms inside, yeah.
This is the kind of rap that, you know, I love. This is the kind of rap that
well, it's like a rap and also like spoken word.
Yeah. J Electronica does a lot of this too, which J Electronica I think is probably the best at that. But I'm trying to figure out how to say this without sounding like a hater. But like the current rap, mumble rap shit, and not even the mumble rap stuff, just the quality of the lyricism today is just not there, man. Like not what I grew up with. It's a lot of simplistic stuff and not really talking about a lot. And again, like I'm not hating art is art, but I'm saying about like the way that I grew up, and the way that we measured who the hardest rappers were. You know, it was, you know, we were in New York, you know, we were in the Bronx. I mean, we invented the entire fucking thing. Yep. But like currently it's like, even with the mumble rap is okay. You know, again, it's a nice sound or whatever. But like I said, even when the current guys are rapping, it's just so, it's like Dr. Seuss like level. You know what I'm saying? The beat, I will say this, so the beats in this age of hip hop are the best I've ever heard. Like people are really coming into their craft as producers, whereas when I was coming up, it was just a drum machine. You're just worried about staying on beat. All the other shit, we didn't really care about that. I mean, we're just doing that in the lunchroom. Right. Whereas now it's like you got very young artists that have really sophisticated producers that the song they're making good songs. I think that's a difference. I think lyricists where I'm from write good lyrics, but they don't necessarily write good songs. Like Papoose, I think like a lot of songs because he's it's just pure lyricism, but he doesn't have like good songs. Like there's nothing you can hear. You're not going to hear Papoose on the radio.
When you say good songs, like AT said, what they put behind it made it for me. You're talking about what's behind the words, like the beat and everything.
Yeah, the beat and everything, and like, is the hook catchy? Can people sing along with it, or can people rap along with it? That type of thing. Whereas Papoose, you're just going to be like, holy shit, this boy he can rap his ass off. But it's not a song you're going to hear in the club. It's not a song you're going to hear on MTV. And it's not, because a lot of the shit that Cannabis is another one of them. But a lot of the shit that he says, Papoose says, goes right over everybody's head because, you know, people aren't trained to listen out for those punchlines and the double entendres anymore.
Yeah.
You're not trained for that. So it's just different. It's just different. Okay. Love note to the whole fuck show. Postmarked from a lighthouse in the blunt smoke. Everybody's like, yo, where's my blunts at? Where's my blunts at? Tribe Called Quest made correct. What's up, Tony? Yeah, Tribe Called Quest is a perfect example. Like, they were not like, it's not like we were saying, oh my God, Tribe Called Quest, look at the list. But they were a vibe group. Like, they were very, you know, it's like the HBCU, Different World, Cosby Show type mid-late 90s rap, you know, which doesn't mean anything to anybody. But in this room. But, you know, if my brothers were here, but my point is like, anyway, all right. Dear motherfuckers,
Whenever
I'm
you
teetering
talk
if you
about
must
this
know.
topic, I feel like completely at a loss because I don't have any history in it. I don't have any, you know, even when the song is going on, I barely can grasp what's happening because it's moving so fast that, and then obviously they use words that I'm like, wait, what are we talking about? So,
what words? Fructose. Fructose is high fructose corn syrup, right? And wolf at the door like a bug to the fructose. It's usually pronounced fructose, but
yeah,
you know, like, you know how like bees and whatever, they're attracted to
honey,
high fructose stuff. Yeah. You see a lot in the hood because you see a lot of these guys, like, they're selling orange juice, or they'll sell orange juice or whatever on the street vendors, and you'll always see like flies and stuff around it because it's so sweet, it's attracting all of them. So that's what he's saying. Niece on the phone saying, Ian, you should come visit more, which is him, obviously. We could build forts while the pigs court civil war. So it's the contrast of this little girl, I'm assuming his niece, his little niece said, hey, let's come over and we can build forts and all that. While the pigs court civil war. What year was this written? 2021. There it is. That makes a lot of sense, right? Because some people believe we're in an actual civil war right now. We're in a cold civil war. People believe that. But what he's saying here is, it's the contrast of the innocence of a child, like, hey, let's play forts, with the very real crazy consequences of the fact that our leaders are saber rattling and about to bring us all to a nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
So it's the and then the irony, obviously, of the fort, right? A fort is right, the context is warfare.
Warfare. Right.
The context is warfare, right? So she's looking at as a game of war. You know, it's just a game. But the politicians are also playing a game, but it's not a game, if that makes sense. So there's irony in what she's saying. She's saying we could build forts, and simultaneous to that, the pigs are courting civil war. It's just a brilliant line. Really brilliant line. Miss you more. See you on the far side. Scuff shoes, couple new scars in the archive. I'm not here to pull scarves out, here to pick tumblers underwater with their arms bound. From In Chains to the Heart of Where Art Thou? Where Art Thou is a movie, right? Brother, Where Art Thou?
I just thought it was, you know, when they say,
go ahead.
No, it's not this, but you know, like it says, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou?
Yeah.
Romeo. That's what I thought of when he said, where art thou? But maybe that is a movie. Again, I wouldn't know that.
Down to spray piss on a cop car. It's rage in the form of Renaissance art.
That made sense to me.
That's brilliant. Can't treat it like a job at the stockyard and feign shock when they turn black the cock to a park mark. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like there's gonna be a tipping point eventually.
Yeah.
So how can you act like you're surprised? Like, I'm not covering the story on Middle America, and I'm really not going to touch it, but apparently a black woman, an unarmed, pregnant black woman got shot 5 times by police while she had her hands up. I'm not covering that story, but...
I just scrolled past the post.
But how long you think something like that's going to happen before some real serious shit goes down?
It's so barbaric, I just can't even...
that right there... Ugh. Our country, I don't know. As far as Civil War goes, like, I just don't know, man. I just don't know.
And, like, but being a pregnant person, like, when, like, the idea of getting shot just, like, regular is obviously scary. But the idea of getting shot while you're pregnant is just because you just want to protect that baby. It's just, I can't even read the story.
Yeah. I think, police right now are they let those kids die in that school for the same reason they shot that woman, which is they're full of fear. These are very, very, very fearful people, and we've got a serious problem. I think perhaps now, because of how extreme the negligence was of the 19 police officers who just fucking camped outside when them kids are getting blown away. But now you also have you know, here you go, you guys are shooting pregnant women now. And it's all adding up, man. It's all adding up. So now, it's like, here you guys are shooting us.
Yeah.
And then you sat there and let this boy kill 19 people, and then you're telling me to give up my firearm because you're going to protect me.
Wait. Do you realize how crazy that is? 19 cops were standing out there and 19 people died.
Yeah. I mean, subhanAllah. I mean, it's 19 kids and 2 teachers.
So
But they heard that.
kids.
They heard that shit. They heard the whole thing. So, right now, cops are not very popular. And I like I said, that's why I stay away from those stories, because
Yeah.
it's like I told those that police at those protests, at that protest we're at, and I said, I promise y'all, if I ever see a cop on any of you guys, I'm not pulling my phone. Police were right there.
They said, "Yep."
Huh?
Didn't the cop say, "Yep"?
I don't know what he said, but that's the one that was afraid of Johan. They needed backup from his buddy. But I mean, this shit right now, terrible
It's
shit.
so hard too, because like you're hearing more and more young people disrespecting cops.
Yeah.
And like the way that I was raised, like you were supposed to give respect to everybody in authority, just like at the base that they had that position. But it's like, what am I supposed to say? Like 10 years ago, I would have said, hey, don't disrespect the cops, blah, 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 blah. But there's so much stuff that the cops keep doing that is completely out of hand, and they don't get in trouble for it, that it's like people are voicing their frustrations with injustice and with evil. So...
BC goes, I don't remember when the cops were popular. When was this?
It probably just depends on which circle you're in.
Yeah.
I always thought that cops were like amazing people. They were there to, to protect and serve, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's why I was so horrified when the cop dumped the beer on that homeless person's head. Like,
I believe that a lot of them join the police force for good motives, and then they get corrupted by the establishment. And that's not to let them off the hook, because they're responsible for allowing themselves to be corrupted. So, I mean, what can you do? New superpower that I picked up in the frenzy: I could draw a roof on fire from memory. Each and every sketch.
yeah, what did he mean by that? Like,
Well, I think when he talks about the frenzy,
is that a hypothetical?
I think when he talks about the frenzy, he's probably talking about COVID, and having to stay inside a bunch makes you more creative. I think, because he says, I could draw a roof on fire from memory.
Okay, I thought he was saying
The other thing-
he's seen so much of it that he doesn't even have to see it to draw it. Like it's just
the other thing
so
too
ubiquitous.
is in hip hop. That's a famous phrase. The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire.
Oh, really?
We don't need the money. Let the motherfucker burn. Never heard that before?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've heard you do
that's
that.
like a staple in hip hop. The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. Basically, what that means is the person is rocking the show.
Yeah.
And he just set the whole roof on fire, but everybody's cool because it's like, yeah, we're having a good time. So when he says a new superpower I got from memory, new superpower that I picked up at the Friends, could draw a roof on fire from memory. So I think he's probably, you know how Jay writes rhymes without actually writing them down? Mm-hmm. I think that's probably what he's referring to.
Oh, okay.
He says, I learned a new superpower I picked up in the Frenzy. I could draw a roof on fire from memory, which is, I think it's, I can write a banging song from memory without having to write it down. I think is what he's saying. Each and every sketch, another bloodletting in the wake of in the, I think it should be wave of escalation and excessive rubbernecking. The champ can't look away. Drinking, strobe light, smoke, no life, no lifeguard, sink or swim, ring around the king of pain, bring a seat of Minifin. That is just. See right there, it says escalation.
You know what that made me think of?
Go ahead.
The antihistamine.
Oh, antihistamine. Yeah. That's right. I said
good. Not as nice as that line though. Yours was better.
Yeah. I think because of the double entendre. Boys want to itch for war. I got that antihistamine. Boom, boom, boom. Same with the wife. Born in the dark like Bane in the night. I swear to God, you don't want jihad. It's a gunfight. You came with a knife. Your manhood jammed. Don't blame the device. Gunshots miss you. Escape with your life. But keep on playing. I'll take it to the range. Just to make sure that her aim is precise. All right. Yeah, I think this is him trying to figure out. This is him like making observations about the world that we're in. And all the panic and all the escalations and all the rest of it. And I think what he's saying is that the music is going to carry everybody through. I think is what he's saying. The shit that make you park the car and scream into the dark of night. Some days I want to build a rocket to the Carmen line. 10, 9, 8. Keep your arms inside. So
what is that? The Carmen line?
I think he just wants to escape from this planet.
Yeah.
You know. And keep your arms inside, you know, like you're taking off somewhere and off you go.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure what the line was.
Shout out to I actually like this song. I love good lyricism. The song was probably as long as my.
The Carmen line is an attempt to define a boundary between Earth's atmosphere and our outer space.
Yeah, I figured. So he just wants to. He just wants to get out of the world.
He wants a peace out.
This is really good. Thank you very much, Negative Vibes. Now I'm really inspired to do a good job in my video.
Okay, so it was like it kept moving, like it was smooth the way he just kept going.
Oh yeah. 100%.
So I'm gonna go with a 9.1.
Decent. All right. What
do you give it?
There you are, dear listener. I'm gonna give this one a 9.5. Really love the lyricism in that one, guys. Really do. Good job.